Welcome back to another one of my videos. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Laura, and today I'm going to show you how to make this blueberry streusel cheesecake. Now without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now the first thing we need to do is make our dough and our streusel. So for that you're going to need 200 grams of room temperature or softened butter, 100 grams of sugar with a good pinch of salt, 400 grams of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 egg. Now essentially all we're going to do is add everything into a bowl and quickly mix it together until we get a nice crumbly consistency. We're going to set 1/3 of this aside, and then we're going to knead the other 2/3 together until we have a nice smooth dough ball. I'm just going to place my streusel into the fridge for now. At this point, we can roll out our dough until we have a nice thin piece of dough. Now that the dough is roughly the size of my tin, I'm going to use my tin as a guide to get the size that I need. I'm going to carefully transfer this into my pre-lined tin and pat it onto the base of my tin. Now we're going to use the leftover dough to make the borders that are going to go along the edge of our cake. So for that, we're going to once again roll this out into some nice thin strips, and we're going to cut them to be about 3 centimeters wide. Then we're going to take each of our strips and gently pat it along the sides, making sure that it matches up with our base so that nothing leaks out of our tin. Now you just want to make sure that you really press together all of your seams, especially the one at the bottom, so that nothing will leak out of your tin. And if you have any dough left over like I do, you can either add it back to your streusels and kind of spread it apart, or you can make these really delicious chocolate banana pastries. Now to make sure that our dough doesn't bubble up while baking, we're going to use a little fork and just stab the base of our dough just a couple of times, and that's going to help prevent any bubbling. Now our dough is going to go into the fridge to chill while we get our filling prepped. Now for the filling, you're going to need 3 eggs, a good splash of vanilla, 150 grams of sugar, 250 milliliters of milk, the juice of half a lemon, 500 grams of Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 300 grams of blueberries. Now I'm going to set my blueberries aside because we're not going to need them until the very end. Now we're just going to start by mixing together our eggs, sugar, and vanilla until nice and creamy before we simply add in the rest of our ingredients. Now we can pour this mixture into our chilled crust. At this point, we can gently sprinkle on our blueberries and then our streusel right on top. This can now wander into the oven that's been preheated to 180 degrees Celsius or 360 degrees Fahrenheit for about 80 minutes. And there you have it, our blueberry streusel cheesecake. So that's going to be everything for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, you can give it a thumbs up or write me a comment down below. And as always, the whole recipe is going to be in the description box as well.